Hey everyone, how you doing? Thursday, another busy morning. My hair's a little bit all over the place, but I hope you're all doing okay. Pop over and say hi. Don't forget to click like if you're watching. In fact, put a comment to say you're watching on hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. You know, hashtag replay or hashtag like. Well, definitely click like. Don't just do hashtag live because that's a bit kind of like not so good, right? So hope you're all doing all right. I've just updated the Bertha website for the Bertha people. In fact, I'll show you what I did for them. So this is what I've done for Bertha because they quite nicely asked for it. Let me just open it up. Hey Jimmy, bonjour, how are you? I've got to do the video, you know, the one, the reveal of the box. I've got to just edit it and quickly get that one done later today. Let me just move myself a little bit over here. So here's the Bertha website, right? And you can see the video playing in the corner there. That video down there, it's silent. And it's not until you... let me just put the volume up on it. When you click it...
Why should you use Bertha? Because it's the fastest way to create content for your WordPress.
So, you know, it's a pretty...
Why should you use Bertha?
You know, it's a nice little video thing you can play. So if they want to know more about... Right? So you can add one of these videos, like, you know, this mini one, on any page you want. You could have a different video on your home page, your service page, your contact page... So you could add, it's like a form of interaction, isn't it? And I think they can work super, super well. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah, by the way, Mark, I think you posted in WP Tuts about that new oxygen replacement builder. So, for anyone wondering, okay, this bottle came from Jimmy, skating choreographer. Look at that, WordCamp Europe 2022. And on the back it says, happy 10-year anniversary from WordCamp Euro. Super, super good. I'm going to treasure this. Design. Oh, look at it, it's design. Handmade. No, hold on. Hand wash only. Got it? This is super good. Make sure I get the angle right. Yep, that's cool. I'm going to treasure that. So every now and again on the videos, you're going to see that in the background. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Yeah, and I just think that, you know, this little feature that you can have on your websites, right? Like this is the Bertha website.
Why should you use Bertha? Because it's the fastest way.
You know, and I think it's a neat little thing to have, you know, and you can size it accordingly for the mobile as well. So I think it can work really, really well. But yeah, just added that in for the Bertha people. Next question. Hey, Jack. Yes, so let me explain why. PNG means it is a big image, right? Not big image, sorry, wrong word. Higher resolution. JPEG is a lower resolution. You could have the same size image as a JPEG or a PNG. JPEG is a lower resolution. There's more chance of pixelation or blurring. PNG is a higher resolution. Therefore, it's probably going to be double the size of a JPEG. Usually double the size of a JPEG, okay? PNG, better resolution. Then I convert to WebP because I start with a high resolution and then I convert it. If you convert a JPEG, it'll convert, but you're going from mid-resolution and now you're compressing it further. And believe me, you'll notice it. When you go PNG to WebP, it's almost unnoticeable. There's a tiny bit if you really look for it. But if you go JPEG to WebP, you'll notice it. And that's why I say go start with the PNG. Get the best resolution you can, then scale it, crop it, all of that stuff, and you'll be fine. Does that answer your question, Nick? Video Boy, what do you recommend about pricing SEO services? Well, Video Boy, my question to you is quite simply, how long would it take for you to do different SEO? How long would it take for you to do rank math? How long would it take for you to sort out the keywords? How long would it take for you to do whatever? Then, what do you charge per hour? So if you charge £10 an hour, there's your price point. How many hours does it take? Times your hourly rate. That's how you do it. There's no point me saying to you, Video Boy, charge $500. Because in India, $500 is too expensive, right? Whereas in other places, it's reasonable. So I would say look at the going rate, look at your hourly rate, and how long is it going to take? Is it going to take you a day, 2 days, 1 hour? That's how you price up. My recommendation is never ask anyone to tell you what your price is. You should know your market in your area and your customer, right? You should know your ideal customer. So Nick says, uploading a company page with images, transparent background, 11 megabytes file. Yeah, so if... No, bulkresizePhotos.com. You need to go here. We did this the other day. Look, you need to go here, right? So bulk resize photos, okay? bulkresizePhotos.com, right? In here, you put your images. So let me just go and grab... let's go and grab loads of images. Here we go. Look at all these images. Look at the size of all these images. Some of them are transparent, okay? Let's open them. Let's now set the size to be 100%. Let's set it to be WebP. Transparent background, tick. So if it's transparent, it stays transparent. Okay? Leave the quality at 80%. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Let me move myself. We've just gone from 19 megabytes to 800 kilobytes. It's 5% of what you were before. Transparent background, it was 13 images. We've gone from 19 megabytes to 800 kilobytes. Boom. And it downloads it to your downloads folder. Yeah, got videos on it, on that. Do a search for bulk resize photos. It will blow your mind. Jack, Bertha is free. Bertha is free, okay? You know when you go to Bertha, right? Bertha is free. You get 1,000 words a month. It's free. So sign up for free and test it out. Don't buy it until you've tested it out, okay? Test it out first. Just checking. There's quite a lot of questions coming in, so sorry if I miss any. So Mark says, I never use JPEG. I always convert to WebP. Next generation. I always do that. Oh, Mia's got some guests coming today. That's fine. Look, the minute you need to go and clean, you go to it, Mia. Just having you here, even just for like 10 seconds, is amazing, okay? You know that. Well, to be honest, Mark, when you're trying to get a company to appear national level, I would say have a local keyword in there that helps them. Manchester, Liverpool, whatever. But then also just have the key phrases in that aren't, like near me. Da-da-da-da-da, near me. So you don't... So it can still work. Hey, George. Yep, hope that helps you now, Nick, with your images and all of that. Right, just checking on the comments. I'm a bit slow on reading everything. Glad you liked the live chat yesterday with WP Tuts and Vito from Atarim. I told you I pronounced it right, didn't I? It's not Atarim, it's Atarim. Atarim, right? What do I use to convert pictures? Just shown everyone. You got to keep up. You got to keep up. bulkresizePhotos.com. Look at that. 13 images. Look at that. 13 images. Boom. Look at the size difference. Right? This is not a lie. We just did this live. Jimmy, shall I tell you why you can only convert in JPEG or PNG? Right, this is really important. Okay, this is really important. Jimmy, are you in Safari? If you're in Safari, use Edge or Chrome. Use Edge or Chrome. Edge or Chrome. Edge or Chrome. Right? Don't use Safari. Sorry, Andrew. Do you have a tutorial on transparent headers? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Andrew. So what's under my feet? Can you go to my channel and just do a search for I think it's change header or transparent header. Let me find the video for you. Let me find the video for you. Just bear with me while I find the video. But if you go to the channel, right? In fact, if you type header, you'll find it under header. No, it's not that. I think it's transparent. Just bear with me while I get this video for Andrew. To be honest, though, the easiest way to do it, let me just give you this video, right, Andrew? Right, so this is for Andrew. But the easiest way to do it is to just... here you go. Here's the video. No, sorry, Andrew, it's this one. This is the video you want. Right, this is the one. That video. Watch that video, okay? That's the video you want. You don't have to use any code or anything. You can just do it with the transparency scroll effect. Transparency scroll effect. Watch this video I just gave for you, all right? Let me just check now the other questions. Yeah, Mark, I would always use PNG as my source file. And then it, because it's the best resolution, and then convert to WebP. Yeah, I mean, when Vito said that, I was like, whoa, he must have some very rich clients, okay? You know, come on. So, English with Mukesh Rishit. How to remove a pop-up that comes on the upper side of my web page. Go to templates. Go to templates, pop-ups, and adjust your pop-up. WordPress, templates, pop-ups. Find your pop-up and go and mess around with it. Jimmy, just for the bulkresizePhotos.com, open up Chrome, all right? Just do it, okay? Just do it. English, I've already answered your question, so yep, okay, so go into WordPress, all right? Your templates and pop-ups. Yeah, okay, so if the client has only got a JPEG, then sometimes that's what you got to use. I would not convert a JPEG to PNG because you're going to go from mid resolution to hide. I wouldn't do that. Don't do that, Mark. If they've got PNG, wicked. If they've got JPEG, you just go with it. You got to go with it. If they give you a WhatsApp photo, you throw it back. If they give you a Facebook photo, you throw it back. All right? Because the quality will be compromised. The quality will be compromised. But don't convert back to PNG. Don't bother with that. BulkResizePhotos.com works with JPEGs as well. Mamesla, I'm using WP Rocket Imagify. Yep, exactly. And this is why... Okay, hold on. Can you all read this properly? Do I need to make these bigger? Should I just make this a bit bigger? There you go, that's better. So, when you use a plugin like SG Optimizer or WP Rocket or TinyPNG or Smush or whatever, right? EWW or all these other ones. They don't always work consistently. They don't always convert every image. And sometimes in your media library, you still have the old size and the new. That means in your backend WordPress database, you're taking up the space of 2 images. You can see one, but you're taking up 2. So by doing it in bulkresizePhotos.com and then you add it in, you know they are done. Right? You know they're done. Right, now when I've done it, because I've only got a WebP image, right, coming through, loaded into my media library, mine are getting loaded as a WebP. Yeah, when a client does this, when a client sends you the text for their website in WhatsApp or the images like that, I always throw it back and go, I'm really sorry, yeah, but I've got loads of messages. I've got loads of contacts and stuff coming through and private messages as well. I need to keep things in one place with the way our system works. You don't have to go into details, just explain. Because I explained this at the start as well, before we start the work. Hey, Dave, you know when you decide they're going to work with you, make clear then all content must be in a Word file. If you say to us there's going to be images next door to content, you must label your images correctly and refer to them in the content so we know what image goes where. What I don't want is content and 20 images. Which image goes where? What's your options? What is the look you're going for? Make that really, really clear. Yeah, even body of an email is fine as well. Body of an email is sometimes better because you can respond quicker as well. Very good. To be honest though, Mark, you know when I said JPEG is mid-quality, photographers use these supersonic cameras where the images are like massive, right? Camera quality JPEG is good. It's as good as a PNG. So depending on how the shot was taking, that's fine. And then you convert to WebP. I've never used that plugin though, WP Proposals Jack. Never used that. Exactly, Andrew, and I'm glad you used that terminology. When you say, and what you got to do is remind them, say to them, I've got friends and family contacting me. I have client stuff that we like to folder and we have a system we go through. When you send me messages here, I have to download them, email them over to myself. That gets messy. Then I have to copy and paste your text. That takes time and things can get lost or messed up. And the quality of your images, use these words, the quality of your images have now been compromised. Don't say it's bad quality. Don't say, it's not that good. Say your images have been compromised. Because that makes them go, what? Best sources for icons and infographics. Canva. Canva's a great place, but there's loads of places on Google as well. SVG libraries, Interpret. But Canva's good. In Canva, you can convert to an SVG. Did you know that? In Canva, you can save as an SVG. So you can create a complete bespoke image and then save it as an SVG. To be honest, you know, when it comes to images, sorry, I meant the content mark when I meant email embedded. When it comes to images, I actually tell them I prefer it if they send it via WeTransfer.com. Mainly because the images might be 20, 30, 40, 50 megabytes in total, loads of images. And I prefer to have them in the best resolution via WeTransfer.com. Because then you get it, you download it, you can have a quick look at them, scan them, check they look all right, and then you dump them all into WebP, bulkresizePhotos.com. What I will say, Andrew, is right at the start, I do make clear to them that if you send us photos and you say just use what you think is best, I will use the first one I see. I will just use the first one I see, and then I'll let you change it later. So rather than doing that, and throw them an analogy. Throw them an analogy, right? Say to them, right, if you hired a painter or a decorator, right, and you said to the painter decorator, right, just go to a shop and no, here's what you do. You say to the painter decorator, here's 20 paint tubs, but you pick whichever one you think is best. Say to them, would you do that? Would you really say to a painter decorator, here's 20 tubs of paint, you pick which one is best? No. Tell them. Because if the painter paints the room black and you go, oh, I wanted white, they might charge you now to do that because you've just wasted their time. Give them an analogy. Sucker punch them with an analogy, all right? Is it? Do you know what, Jimmy? I can't remember. Maybe SVG is in the Pro version. You might be right. There are JPEG, PNG, SVG converters online. Google it. Google's been around a long time, people. Remember that. You might be right, Jimmy. It might have been the Pro version, maybe. Hey, Matt, I'm okay. How are you doing? How are you? How's things going with your world and your side of things? All those dodgy companies you're working with. But it is so much easier, right, when you get images sent via WeTransfer. It is a... In the early days, before we used WeTransfer, and sometimes people would send over 20 megabytes and it would just like, you'd be like, oh, it's affected my email or crashed something out, or the client has gone, oh, I hit send and it's still in my outbox. And I'm like, how fast is your internet? Oh, it's about 3 megabytes per second. I go, no, what's your upload speed? Oh, half a megabyte. And you're like, oh, flipping heck. We're going to be here until tomorrow. Hey, please do make sure you click like, right? You know, if you're watching right now, you haven't clicked like, it means a massive amount to the YouTube algorithm. Please click like. I need those likes, otherwise other people out there won't see the video, right? In terms of potentially joining in as well. Please click like. Happy birthday, Matt. Are you kidding, Matt? I mean, that does not sound good at all. They've rescheduled and now you're still waiting for them. That just sounds... Have you sent... Oh, nothing back, so message them on Monday. Oh, dear. That's a bit That doesn't sound good, does it? Indapre, use cart flow, next step button for secondary. Is there an option element for secondary line in button? Have you tried using breakpoint? You know when you're writing your text, have you tried using breakpoint in the button? Have you tried, so you type it with break. Have you tried that? So you might need to write it as HTML. I don't think I've ever done that, but try that. I haven't gone onto LinkedIn yet, so I've probably missed that notification, but happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday to you. What, UK? No, in UK it's just hey, hi, hey, how you doing? Hi. That's it. And this is where, so my advice to you, Matt, okay, because it's not nice when you feel messed around, okay. As someone who's worked in like the NHS and recruiting people and whatever, or if I need someone to fill a gap to help get things moving, if I know I want to work with someone, I want to get an answer, sort it out, know where we stand within 24 hours. And if ever I've had a business or someone contact me and they're like, yeah, we'll get back to you next week or whatever, I lose interest because I feel like, right, you're not serious. And that's why, when you were telling me that these companies were like, yeah, we'll meet you next week, whatever, I started thinking they just sound like they're just hanging you on a thread, right? They're like, we control when we talk to you. They're like the puppet masters. So I hate that. Just checking what's going on here in the comments. Yeah, but in Indapre, if you need a different font size, you need to use HTML then. The style tag. Google it. HTML style, different size fonts. Yeah, very true, Dave, that the whole thing about they don't want to pay setup fees. Some people just aren't serious. Yeah, so Indapre, you need to use HTML. Do it. Hey, Richard, Indapre, do a Google search, HTML, different size font. It'll be the style span tags. Cheers, I'm glad you like the stream. Can I share something with you all? Can I just share something with you? This is going to make you laugh, okay? A company contacted me last night, right? And they've contacted me since. That's it. Yeah, look, like Mark says, span. This company contacted me last night and they want me to do a video promoting what their website's about because they need a bit of help promoting. Look at this website, right? Just look how shit this is. This is a directory website. Watch this, okay? Are you all paying attention? I'm going to wait for you to say yes before I continue. The first person that says yes, and I'll continue. This is a directory website. Just watch this, okay? Just watch it. Give me a yes if you're watching. Right, okay. And then I'm going to tell you what they were going to pay for me to do a video for them. And I'm not going to work with them for two reasons. Number one, what they were going to pay. And number two, because it's how shit this is. This is a directory website, okay? Look at this. Let's go to Cleveland. Watch this. Right? Then I'm going to go to Ohio. What is this? Now I'm going to go to jewelry. Look at this. Dog tag necklace. Is this the shittest shop you've ever seen in your life? In your life? What is this shit? Look at this. Look at this for a pop-up canvas. This is like the skinniest pop-up canvas I've ever seen. Look at this. What was wrong with them using more of the page? I mean, this is ridiculous. Is that what, like, oh, let's go to East Bank. Oh, charity jobs. Oh, there's nothing there. Like, what is this? Anyway, so this website, guess what they were going to pay me to do a video for them? And I'm not going to do a video. I'm not going to do a video for them. What do you think they were going to pay me to do a 5-minute video for them? In fact, I am doing a video for them right now. So if you own this company, this is a shit website, okay? So what do you think they were going to pay me? What do you think they were going to pay me? And they were serious about this. What do you think they were going to pay? What do you think they were going to pay? Go on. Give me some prices. What do you think they were going to pay? $50? Okay. Go on. Yeah, Matt, go grab your food. Yep, Jimmy's going with 50 as well. What do you think they were going to pay? 500? Ooh, £500 for a 5-minute video. Bearing in mind, it's the time for me to research it. It's time for me to set up, record, edit, cover art, and get it out there on YouTube. What do you think they were going to pay? Boom, 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 boom. I'll tell you. £15, which works out to be roughly about $20, I think. 15 measly pounds. They were going to pay me the cost of me going to go get a fish and chip takeaway meal, thingy-midgy, whatever. 15 British pounds. That's all they were going to pay. And I was like, you're having a laugh, right? Like, you're seriously having a laugh. Because they wrote an email going on about, oh yeah, you know, we've seen you here, we've seen you there, and we love what you do, and all of that. I mean, right now, yeah, if the dictionary had pictures and you typed in the word shit, this is what would come up, right? This is what would come up. Oh my God, look, trailers. Look at this, 20-foot boat trailer. What is this? In fact, how's it built? HTML? It's not even WooCommerce, to be honest. Oh, I don't want to look at this website anymore. I'm getting palpitations just looking at it. It's just ridiculous. I don't even know what they've made it with, to be honest. It's not, I don't know. I don't even know what they've made it with. Let me just do built with. Let's just see what it's done. Well, let's just see what it's built with, yeah? So let's go to built with. Let's just go to built with. Should we check built with just to see what it is? Let's just see. Yeah. Built with, what have we got here? Google Analytics, organization schema, framework. It's just a HTML site, isn't it? That's all it is. We're wasting our time. There you go. Look, I've just given them a 5-minute promo for nothing. Hey, Zanti. Hey, how are you? Interesting question there, by the way, from George. It's easy to make videos. Wow. Interesting stuff there from Jimmy about he's going to have a website, branding and colors, but then he wants the colors to change depending on the project's color. That's quite interesting. I would say, though, that if they're different pages, couldn't you just change the page, maybe? The colors you use on there, maybe. I'm sure it isn't, Richard. I'm sure it isn't. Well, there you go. Jim Farhad probably did say he'd do it for $10, isn't it? Mr. Farhad, whose name isn't even Jim. Hey, Phil, I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, Oxygen is going to die. And the new one, Mark, someone, Breakdance, that's it. Breakdance. I haven't really seen it properly. I haven't tried it out. I have to be honest, I'm not overly interested at the moment in experimenting with another one just yet. Mainly time, but also I feel like Breakdance is probably going to improve on everything Oxygen couldn't do. And it might be really, really good, but if you imagine everyone out there that invested in Oxygen and all of a sudden that's now dying to be replaced by something else, I would be like, whoa, hold on. You're now shitting on everyone that was invested in Oxygen kind of thing. So, you know, what happens to the support there and all that? Excellent, Santi. It's a pain in the ass when you do it in retrospect. If you got the website built and then you convert to WebP and then you replace the images on your website, it is a pain in the ass, but it's well worth it, I think. It's well worth it. Yeah, I kind of agree with what Flippin' Sun is saying as well. I would say keep it consistent. It's less work, and yeah, it's just less work. I wonder though, Mark, I've got a feeling that eventually they'll just stop. They'll slow it down, I bet. I can see them slowing it down. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Just got to quickly just double check some messages that are coming here. Ugh, why does he keep... Don't say Oxygen, you break my heart. What? Yeah, and I think the breakdance, I think that's what it's called. They're gonna try and want to steal some of Brick's thunder, but I'm just not. What I will say though, Mark, is I'm not fully embracing Static. I'm not embracing Static at the moment because I still don't know what the heck it does. Elemental Cloud, I feel like the cracks are starting to appear now, and they're becoming more and more noticeable in just the speed of things. I mean, Static doesn't even support WooCommerce. How can you have a WordPress solution that does not support WooCommerce? Is that the biggest oversight ever? Yeah, I agree with you, Richard. I think Breakdance was an upgrade to Oxygen, a bit like you have Flexbox Container in Elementor. Do you know what I mean? The switch in mindset when it goes final. And then I feel they realise, hold on. We've already got all these people subscribed, whatever, to Oxygen. Now let's push them up to this route instead. The new improved version 2, you know. So Dave, I want to work out how to add my 2,000 pages and get the Google map to show for each location using a free. Whoa. Ooh. Dave, that sounds like a lot. That does sound like a lot. Yeah, now what Richard says is actually the first thing that came in my head. I was a bit like, so how long you been developing this? How long you been working on it? You must have known you were going to do this, but you kept advertising Oxygen and promoting it, and now you've gone boom like that. And I did feel a little bit like you've shortchanged people. Or what they should do, right, back to this, if you are an all Oxygen subscriber, user, whatever, they should give you Breakdance for free. Or at a heavily discounted rate. 60% discount. Don't you think? Hey Pixstar, how you doing? Don't you think? I think Stratic is a bad... I think, right, what's happened is Stratic was struggling. I think Elementor can see that they can add something that's going to bump it up and they get a cut of that as well, whatever, because they've acquired them. And in actual honesty, Stratic and Elementor are two separate things. Right? They are two separate things. But because Elementor has acquired them, we think they're going to work. We think they're going to be a partnership, but it's not. I think it's an umbrella, right? So there might be some shared resources behind the scenes, but actually they're two separate entities. Oh, yeah. I mean, Santi, sometimes I've had clients go, oh, but we read that Elementor's really slow. And I kind of say to them, yeah, but that's based on an opinion and how the website was built. Yeah, very true, though. That is very true, though. You know, when the car manufacturers bring out a new model, that is true. However, with cars, though, you know there's going to be a new version, or they might stop selling it, or there'll be a change in technology. You kind of know that's going to happen, isn't it? It's a bit like computers. You know that things will improve. Whereas, like, with Elementor, I hope they continuously improve Elementor rather than say, right, everyone that uses Elementor, great, whatever, but now we're bringing out Elementor, right? This is going to be a different product, different solution. I just think that Stratic is the fact it hasn't even got WooCommerce support is like a real put off. You could build a website, but then what if later the client does want WooCommerce? Then you got to like, it just feels messy. Radung, how are you? I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pixstar. Jack, new question. HTML text field. SEMrush is giving us really low figures. HTML text radio. SEMrush is giving you really low figures. I'm not sure. Have you Googled it? Have you checked in any forums for that? Have you Googled it? Oh, right. So Mark is saying that for Breakdance, you do get a free year at launch. Yeah, if you want a screenshot, Jack, and email me. Just checking an email. What? Someone has added in the W3 cache plugin with the WooCenter. Right, just need to. I was just adding. So I've just got to reply to someone here. Also, have you pre-loaded fonts? Just got to quickly send someone a video because someone is struggling with their page speed. Not you, Jack, but someone else. And I feel like they haven't watched a video I sent them before, in fact. I've got to quickly send this.
Hey everyone, I want to do an updated video on page speed insights in terms of how can you get your website to be hitting a high score.
Boop. There you go. There's the video I need to send to them. Right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, Mark. Thanks for being here, Mark. Right. Take care of the dogs. Take care of the dogs. Please don't forget to click like. If you're leaving or joining, right, you must click like. Why? The YouTube algorithm, it looks at the likes. And because we're live right now, anyone that comes onto YouTube, there's a higher chance that our video might be in some of the possible things to watch. Not subscribed, possible things to watch. And there's always a higher chance that will happen if the video gets a lot of likes. If we're not getting many likes, it just doesn't work. The algorithm kind of ignores you. It bats you off. Boo! Jack, I'm going to look at your email. Can I just come back in 30 seconds? This is tasting very flat. Can I just get another bottle? Stay there, okay? Do you want to hear the greatest sound ever? Do you want to hear the greatest sound? Are you ready? Probably sound like someone having a wet fart, right, innit? As you can tell, on Paul's WP Tuts live chat, I'm more well behaved. Well, I like to think I'm more well behaved. And on my live chat, I don't care. Because I just want to have a laugh. Because hey, you know when you're working, when you're freelancing, when you agency work, and you're in your room, and sometimes you can't talk to your friends and family about clients and web design and proposals and plugins and issues and conflict. They don't get it, do they? They seriously don't get it. They're like, huh? But can't you just reboot? Can't you just turn the computer on and off? Like, no, that's not how it works. So being able to just chat and hopefully make a connection and a relationship with all of you is so damn good, right? It is so damn good. And even though I can't hear you, talk to the screen. Say what you're feeling. Let it out. You don't want to know how my mind works, Andrew. You really don't. Hey, have you seen the Stranger Things Season 2 teaser? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Boy, did it give me chills. Anyone here who is not a Stranger Things fan? It's okay to say that, but anyone here who is not a Stranger Things fan? What did you feel, Andrew? Did you watch it with your kids? What did you feel watching it? What did you feel watching that teaser? Whoa. Like, whoa. Well, Jack, what I'm thinking of doing... Are you kidding, Xanthi? Start watching it. So what I'm thinking of doing, very, very soon, is just putting in like a Google Meets link. And if people want to drop in and drop out with your camera on or whatever, we can do that. We could do that. Aha, your wife loves it. Every season is different, Xanthi, but I love it. Do you know something? I kept hearing about how good it was, but I never watched it. Kept hearing it was good, but never watched it. And it wasn't until, I think it was December 2021. I watched season 1, season 2, season 3. In fact, was it 2021 or was it 2020? No, it was 2021. Hey, Mark. By the way, Mark, I've sorted out that domain thing, all right? I've initiated that. Just need to your... Yeah, just need that framework thing. Oh, well, Mia, if you're a child of the 80s or you grew up in the 1980s, Stranger Things will relate. You'll get it. You'll love it. All the nostalgia feeling. It's really cool. But it's all I'm going to say is, rather than me trying to explain what it's about, I would say just go and watch episode 1 or episode 2 of season 1. Just go and watch it, right? Just go watch it. Thank you, Jimmy. Do you know what? That took a lot of effort pulling together, trying to get the right type of feeling and music and vibes. And the videos. I mean, the videos replay over and over again. But I tried to get 10 minutes worth of, like, just lovely sweeping shots. Hey, Mel, how are you? Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yeah, cheers, Mark. I mean, to be honest, Mark, to be honest, yeah, if you can get it today, great, or tomorrow. You know QI add-ons? You know the plugin QI add-ons? The developer has given me a pro license, and he said an honest review, a totally honest review, which is what I'm going to do. It's not an affiliate review. It's just me doing a proper review of the new QI Pro add-on, so I can just say what I like and what I don't like about it. I'm planning to do that video in a couple of days. So when that comes out, it's not an affiliate video. It's not even a sponsored video. It's just me, because the developer says, look, do you want a pro license and go and test it out? And I said, yeah, let's do it. I don't have an affiliate commission link for Netflix. I should have an affiliate commission link for... Right, for Pepsi Max. Don't you dare screenshot that. Hey, Leatherclass. Yeah, I mean, I was born in 1978. September 17, 1978. I have a very amazing memory of the 1980s, early 80s, Empire Strikes Back on video, Return of the Jedi, all, the whole 80s, the Goonies, the Gremlins, all of, God, what an era to live in, right? What an era. And when you have a show that pulls in all of those, the Ghostbusters, all of those vibes and all those feelings, I'm allowed some luxury, Dave, every now and again. I won't have another bottle later, though. Phil, 78. Zanti, 79. Sandor, wow, so you're September 19, 1978. Wow. It's just, who would have known? I thought I was the only person born in 1978. I thought I was unique. No one else was ever born in 78. It's a conspiracy that I had other children in my school in my year. It's a lie. But maybe it's not so true. But yeah, like I said, Stranger Things, I didn't watch it. It wasn't until, I think it was December or November 2021, last year, that I watched it. And I was like, boom. And sometimes, though, I will say, watching a show after it's aired is wicked. Because you go season 1, season 2, season 3. Like Dark on Netflix. What a show Dark is. Season 1, season 2, season 3. Boom. Cobra Kai. I didn't start watching Cobra Kai until January. Can you believe it? 6 months ago is when I started Cobra Kai. So I was going season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. I was going, no, hold on. Yeah, it was 4 seasons. I was like, through it. Like, totally awesome. When you're able to go through seasons without having to wait, it's a nice feeling, right? Don't worry, Jack. I wish I had got my head down into web design as a business when I was in my early 20s. So right now, Jack, where you are right now, I would love to be where you are right now at your age. Because how many of you out there here now, you've worked on websites, but you know what? To be in your early 20s and believe in yourself, going, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do this. We're going to do it. And maybe we needed to have more people like us out there. There needed to be more of us out there pushing us to say, we can do it. We can do it. Believe. If you want to climb the Empire State Building, you do it. Don't let don't climb the Empire State Building. Don't do that. That's dangerous. Look how it turned out for King Kong, right? It didn't end well for him, did it? Oh, wow. I mean, Jack, you have got an amazing start there. Apprentice at 16 to where you are now, and things will hopefully get better. You're going to learn. You're going to have really bad, gut-wrenching moments where the carpet is pulled under you, Don't forget to click like, everyone, if you're watching this. Please do click like. It helps YouTube algorithm. Flipping heck, Jimmy. You not watch Stranger Things? I accept that. You not watch Star Wars? I don't accept that. You not watch King Kong? Have you got a phobia of monkeys or something? Or hairy hands? That's it, isn't it? You don't like hairy hands. Wow, IT since 96, Phil. But yeah, I mean, the first time I played around with websites, like started really playing around with them, was 2002. And I didn't believe in myself enough. And the reason I didn't was because there was no one to turn to. You know how at the moment, like on the radio today, there was a discussion about, oh, we're so reliant on our smartphones. And we're doing this all the time. I'm like, but that smartphone is my book. That smartphone is my dictionary, my thesaurus, my directory. When I started using Twitter for the first time in 2011, I first started using it properly then. I was exposed to suddenly so much more people. Writers, designers, creative people. The people we're talking to right now and all of this. Hey Artif, how are you? Sorry, I've just seen your name. And, back then in 2002, other than, what did we have then? MSN. No, Yahoo Messenger. That was it. You had Yahoo Messenger. Do you remember that? Hello, boom, smiley face. Ooh, what are you up to? I don't know. All of that. And I'm like, God, I wish, imagine if we had these kind of communities, like the live chat we did yesterday with Paul and Vito. And it's something I said, I don't know if I said it on the live chat, is that there's loads of people out there who tell you how to build something. Even I do it. Elementor, WordPress, Divi, Oxygen, whatever. There's just not enough people out there telling you or giving you honest opinions about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to business and stuff, right? Yep, MSN, that was it. Yes, it was MSN before Yahoo Messenger, I think. Or was it the other way around? One of them two. Do you remember those days? You're at work, right? You'd be at work, but you have MSN Messenger or Yahoo. And like the person you're chatting to is like literally just here. Like they're probably sat where this helmet is. And you're like, how are you doing? And they're like, I am fine. Shall we go get lunch? Yes. Fish fingers. Not today. Right? They didn't talk, but you might as well have just done the sound effects, right? And when someone sent you a smiley face, you'd be like, oh, I got a smiley face. It made your day, didn't it? No. Let's go back even further. Before you even started using Messenger, now we go back to the year 2000. When people started sending messages with this symbol in? Let me show you. They didn't do a smiley face, they did this. They used to send in that face. See that face image there? With the speech marks and a mouth. And then you started spending like an hour trying to turn that into a body. And like creating messages. And obviously they started to become quite dirty and offensive and expletives and whatever, but those were the days, right? Before the emoji. Oh, wow. Okay, Radung has got a message on here. Well, Radung, if you want to email it to... Oh, yeah, sorry, I was meant to look at that thing you sent, wasn't I, Jack? Let me just open my email. So I've just got to... I'm just going to share this message that Jack sent earlier. Jack Daltrey, by the way. So Jack sent this message, right? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, there we go. So he's got 13 pages, right, where he's got HTML or something. I'm going to be honest, right? I don't know how to solve that. I'm not sure about that. Oh, yes. There you go, Pickstar. You're starting to do them now, aren't you? You know, and when someone said something you were like really shocked by, you'd send them this message. You'd be like, huh? Oh, no, you can't do it now. But it'd be something like this. You just send them that message like wide-eyed. Ah, Phil is saying Dom. Okay. Is it a page with loads of content on? Is it a page with loads of content? Yeah, so please send so Rudung. Can you email what you were? Can you please email? Jack, do you really want me to share that website you've just sent me? Because I think for the first website you ever built, I think it is good. But are you sure you want me to share that? Are you sure you want me to share it? Yeah, do it. All right, okay, everyone. So, this is the first ever website that Jack Daltrey built. Bear in mind, he was an apprentice at 16 years old. So give him the benefit of the doubt there, okay? All right? But hopefully, Jack has moved on from this. But I will say this. For a first website, right? For a first website, this is good. Built with Bootstrap. Obviously, by today's standards, Jack has moved on from this. Jack has evolved. Jack has evolved. But for a very first website, I think this is good. And I can see a lot of companies out there would be very happy with that website. But what it was trying to do, this is what we do. In fact, I do see a lot of websites that are very similar to this style. And it's not that bad. I think sometimes I get stuck in Elementor mode. But it is Is it raining? No way, it's raining. Where the hell did the rain come from? But it's not a bad website. So I think for your very first website, well done. In fact, if I ever showed you the very first website I built, which I don't have a copy of now, I think it had malware on it. The very first website I built had malware all over it. That's what I was saying, RT. I was looking for, there's a lot of websites that have that look. And it's usually because they were built 10 years ago or 15 years ago, but they've never ever been updated. So for a first website, it's not bad that. And I bet it satisfied them. And it's probably, in fact, it's still running. Because that was a live link. That means that is still out there. Yeah, good point, Artif. It is about the journey. It's about the journey and how we get there. For those of you that are just joining in, though, I just did this for Bertha this morning. Let me show you. Junk. Let me just move this over here. So on the Bertha AI's website now, can you see my face there? It says, hi. You can't hear anything. But watch what happens when I click it.
Why should you use Bertha? Because it's the fastest way to create content for your WordPress website. She's an AI.
Yep, let's get rid of that. So, it's free. It's so easy to do with Elementor. No code. Easy.
Why should you use Bertha?
Boom. Like that. There you go. That's on their home. Only on their homepage, though. I advised them only do it on your homepage. Right? But yeah, that's now on the Bertha AI page. They asked me, and I did it. I said, yay, let's do it. What? This is really weird to read, right? It was a children's daycare. This is hilarious, okay? This is hilarious. Hey, Sarul Jahan, how are you? How's things going with your add-ons? Developments, how are things on that? And again, you know, Artie, it just goes to show, you know, that like video, having that little video playing there. You know, that is a GIF. It's a GIF of about 2.5 seconds. So it just always just loops, no sound. It's not until you click that you get the pop-up appear. And you could have contact buttons if you want, or just have it play. So you could have a services page. You could have a contact page with a little video or something like that. So there's major benefits. Right, so Radung. Oh, look, Neil Patel. Neil Patel has emailed again. You know, Neil Patel and his blinking emails. Right, okay, so Radung's website. Okay, so I'm going to just look at some of the questions that Radung has put down before I show it on screen. So Radung has said he has struggled to contain a section, align the counter widget, consistent text dimension, and how to optimize. Right, so I'm just going to run your page through Page Speed Insights before I show it. So this is Radung, right? So I'm going to do a quick 5-minute like review of it. And you'll all get to see that live as well. Okay. Yeah, it is in a different language, but I'm not worried about the language, all right? I'm not worried about the language. Yeah, okay, sorry, before I do that, Artif, right, the reason why they go out live, Artif, at that time is it means that when I wake up, Artif, I can now see what's happened to the video. I can see the uptake. I can see there'll be people in America, right? There'll be people in Australia as well. Because I have to be honest, my biggest audience is actually the American market. Believe it or not, the UK market is number 2. Then it goes India, Pakistan. Then it's other Australia, European as well countries. But my biggest audience is actually from America. And then it's UK. And I find that with the UK one, it's okay to come out at midnight and then they see it. But they'll see it in the morning. And by the time they see it, it should already have had some views. Quite a few views. But the American market was my biggest audience. And I find it's kind of like, it's nice because I know it comes out at midnight and then I wake up and I can see them. Right, let's now go to this website. So this is Radung, okay? Are you ready for this, Radung? By the way, just want to make sure you're ready for it. Give me a yes if you're watching. We could join, couldn't we? Neil Patel's and just go, oh, what are you talking about? Ooh, tell us something new. Yeah, right. Okay, Radung. Okay, so. And before I continue, Radung, can you also, don't take anything personal. Right, because you don't have to agree with anything I say, okay? But it's just me giving advice, okay? So anything I say that you don't like, ignore, okay? So this is at Radung's website. The first thing I'm going to say is that this, right, logo here is redundant. You've got a pretty big logo here This is just redundant. Totally redundant, okay? If I'm really honest, okay, if I saw that and I landed on it, unless I know exactly what this website is about, you've lost me. I will not scroll. If I was a customer or a user, I'm not scrolling anymore because I don't get it. I really seriously don't get it. Now you have got this little option here. So if I click that, okay, this is interesting now. So this option here, right? What is this? Is this like, I mean, this is a bit weird now. I'm not sure why have you got this on your website here? This here. Because I don't, this is now showing me similar text and other websites. I mean, should you see this? Because I don't see that on any other website. Look, I go anywhere else, I'm not getting that. Oh no, hold on, I am getting that. Why am I getting that? That's weird. Oh, it must be an Edge thing, sorry. No. Yeah. Right, so down here, right, you know this button? You're telling me to go look at your features, right? But I don't get it. And please do comment anyone else, okay? But that is a redundant logo. The new way. Yeah, it's one of the extensions. Sorry, ignore that. That was actually Edge. Ignore that. Then we go down here. And what I'm getting is the mistake a lot of people make. They think if I just throw in icons and text, pad out space, this probably would have been better in the center here, smaller, like at least 30% of the height. That's way too big. That is really too big. In fact, can I just move my circle thing like that? That's way too big. And all of this, you could have just done like as 4 of them side by side. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Because right now, I don't get what this is about. And then over here, this should all be just one row. Because it feels like you padded out an entire section just for one whole thing. But as a hero, it's really, that background is really busy. I feel like I'm about to play a game. Like, oh, let's draw the lines. Let's create a maze. But I'm not fully getting it yet. Again here, these, if you're going to be really, I think big headers like that can work. But you got to reward me for looking at that. Because right now, you just repeated what you've done here. We've repeated that here. And there's no reward. At the moment, there's no reward for me yet as to, okay, what we getting? What we getting? Yeah? Like, look, this again. Right? Maybe if you know, this again should be further up near here. So you got your icons. You might have a bit more text here. Like this text up there. And then you start, look, again, you're repeating. There's no reward for this. This has now become, yeah, so I would definitely change that. All of this, it's super big for no good purpose. No good purpose at all at the moment. Yep, okay, yeah, you know, footer and all of that. It's not in line, so if you look here, let me just move myself. Boop. If you look here, this is not in line, right? That should be left, to the left, in line. I'm just going to click on one of your buttons, though. Like, what's this? That's the home page. That's also another page. This is the features page, which, right, so it's just a one-page website. Okay, let's look at your page speed score. So your desktop, 93. Yeah, okay, let's just skip that. 75 on the mobile. WebP, right? So number one, you're not using WebP, you got PNG. You got a Get WebPing. All right, WebP. Server speed, sod that. Minify header. I don't know. You said you're using auto-optimize, but just double check your settings. Double check your settings. You shouldn't be seeing these. You shouldn't be seeing these. Check your image sizing. Looks to me like you've got these big images, but they're not sized. These are PNGs. You know, think about SVGs. Yeah, okay. You're not preloading your fonts as well. Preload your fonts. That's going to sort out your speed there. Yeah, okay. They're the main ones I would focus on for now. WebP, images, sizing, preload your fonts, double check your auto-optimize CSS, JavaScript settings. Double check that. Because you said you've used WebP compression, but I think you're using a plugin. Because if this is why using a plugin is a bad idea, if you're using a plugin, because they don't always work and they don't always convert properly, especially when you're doing an insight check. So use bulkresizePhotos.com. Okay, now back to your website. You said how to align the counter widget to left on the mobile. So let's just take this website now, right? And let's go to responsinator.com, right? Let's just put your website in. Let's just see how it looks on the mobile. Can you see what I mean? This is totally redundant. And you know here, I mean, you should be using custom width in your section, in your column. That can all fit one line. That can all fit one line. Boom, button, menu, or menu, button. You can have that all in one line. You don't need to be like, what, 30% of your screen gone. You don't need the logo. The new way, I would say, I'm not sure about that. You say here how to align the counter widget. I mean, look, this is, the sizing is just really off on there. The sizing's really off. The counter widget aligned to the left. You've got to work on your mobile responsiveness on here. You've got to do that. Oh, the only reason I use this one, Jack, is because look, Jack. What is going on here? Yeah, I can start scanning down and looking at loads of stuff. But anyway, you say consistent text dimensions, but use REM. Use REM, okay? And you just have to adjust it. So when you get to mobile, this looks like REM. I don't know, 6, 7. Get that down to REM 2.5 or something like that. So you do your website as in the desktop, then go to your mobile and then your tablet and all of that. But what you've got to do, I think, is just work on section 1, right? Sorry, get your header right. Check it in mobile, check your score. Then do section 1, your hero banner and all of that, and start working through things in a slow, methodical way. But when you say that, one massive tip here, you know when you say the new way for what? The new way to die, the new way to live, the new way to wash your car. Make that clearer, because believe me, if I went onto this website, I would not have scrolled. I wouldn't have scrolled. I would have left it. I would have gone, nah. Straight away, I would have gone, no, not having it. That whole repeat, no. If this was like an amazing image and this Aniga was a text stroke effect, so you've repeated it, but it looks completely different to that. So now I have a text stroke effect, white outline, and it's on a powerful image. Then I'd be like, you got me, right? Whoa, you got me. But it isn't. It's just a repeat. So it just feels like it's just cheated, kind of thing. Just checking some of the questions here. Do links in chat work? No, they don't, Mark. Sorry, Mark. The links in chat don't work. What you got to do is email me, info@websquadron.co.uk. YouTube don't allow it because people can spam with abusive links and stuff, so YouTube don't allow it. When resizing icons in features, they have different... Yeah, but that's where, Radung, you have to now think. So let me explain what I mean here. If you take this logo and you have to make it... Say you make it 100 pixels in width, let's just say. And then you resize this one and 100 pixels is too small. You adjust it. So this might be 100, this might be 125, this one might be 88. You adjust it to make it consistent. So I use this tool, right, on my Mac. So I will go, right, this icon is, let's get it. Can you, oh, you probably can't see the value. There you go, can you see the value? This is 105 pixels width. This one is 89. This one is 92. And this one is about 92 roughly. So I would adjust them all to be this estate size. I would adjust them all to be like whatever size you pick. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's the thinking work we have to do as designers and developers. So you work out what size you're going to do, and then you adjust them. And if some of them have a different width or height, it doesn't matter as long as they look the same on the screen. At the end of the day, the client and the end user aren't going to care how you've done it. All they're going to care about is, does it look good? And believe me, when you have a massive section like this, wasting all of this space for that and then 4 icons, it's just, no, I would have it just as one row. I'd have a header, and then underneath I'll have my 4 icons if you need to have them. Do they even need an icon? Icons are overused. Do we even need an icon? You could just have the header and the header and the text underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to have an icon. There could be cards, glass morphism, frosted effect, you know, so you can think more about that. Okay, I think we've done that one to death now, I think. Take those tips, have a look, okay? Have a look. I mean, so Radung, can you answer the question though? You know, like, can you, all right, so it's to do new friends and community website. But then that's what you really got to get up here. Up here, you need, this does not say community. That does say it's connected to computers, but that does not say community. Sorry, you can't see it. That does not say community. That to me says someone's really crap at playing noughts and crosses. In fact, do you know what this says? Look how many crosses there are. 1, 2, 3. Look how many circles there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone's cheated. Someone has cheated. How can he have 3 X's and 6 circles? Shouldn't it be 5 crosses and 6 circles? Am I overthinking this now? I'm overthinking this, aren't I? But I'd be like, ooh, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. This is a fix. This is a fix. Look at this. This is impossible. Ooh, those people. Right, so Mark has... yes, Mark. I did a video on this. Mark, I did a video on this. So I did there's a video I've got on this. So this is the other tool. In fact, I'll show you, Mark. Look, let me show you. Let me show you my launch pad. Oh, hold on. I can't show you my launch pad. Let me just put it on here. Boop. There we go. So look, if I go to Launchpad, I've got it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Responsively app. I've got it there. Yep. So I've used that one. Oops. Damn it! I can't get my screen to work. There we go. Yep. I've used Responsively app as well, Mark. It's really good when you're trying to get really specific computer sizes, or your client or someone says, "Oh, I've got this device and it doesn't look right," and you don't own that device, but you can find out the dimensions for it and go on and either add it in, it's already there, or you add on a bespoke custom, like a particular tablet or a particular size screen, just so you can try and go, are they talking crap or is it a real problem? But yeah. Jimmy, do you think it's useful to post on LinkedIn on Friday, knowing that yeah, people post on LinkedIn every day of the week, Jimmy. And you know, if you post on Friday, Jimmy, you can post again on Monday. You do know that, right? And here's the trick. You post on Friday, and on Monday, you repost it with slightly different content at the top, and maybe a different image or whatever. Right? Let's say you've got a competition or something you're promoting, and you promote it 5 times in a day. You will have a different image and slightly different wording, but the link or the point of the post is the same. So you do it on Friday, you do it again on Monday with a slightly different image and a slight tweaking of the top of the post. So if anyone sees it, the top of it reads a little different. The rest of it could be the same. It's up to you. Right? So there's no harm in repeating it. Do it on Friday, Monday, Wednesday. Go for it. Sometimes when I've been talking about when we used to do the 5-day challenge or something like that, we might have 4 or 5 posts going out in one day. The image was always different. The wording was a little different, but the link took you to the same place. Yeah, and I do repeat what Artib says, by the way. Yeah, because I do think that, like, once you start thinking differently about how to apply and what you do, every other website you now work on, when you take on board some of the things we've said, they stick, and you'll now treat every other website differently. Yep, see you, Mark. Ah, cool one, Jimmy. Yep, good one. Let me know when that's ready. That's a really good point, though, you know, Mia, in that there are so many people here that I will probably never even meet. Like, Atif is in London. We're in the same country. But I might never, ever meet Atif. Paul, WP Tuts, is in Wales. I might never... Vito from Atrim is in London. He lives in London. I might never get to meet him. Andrew Palmer from Bertha. I've had so many video calls and stuff with him. I might never meet him, but he lives in England as well. So there's this massive thing about how, like, maybe next year at WordCamp, hopefully I'll be there and I might meet Jimmy or George or someone, I don't know. Other people from here as well. Verdi, maybe one day me and him will get to sit and have a drink together. Who knows? But the great thing is that whether we meet or not, as long as we have that great community... Yes, RT, Vito lives in London. Master Atharim, Jedi Master Atharim lives. Your question yesterday, RT, really made me laugh. How do you pronounce Aterim? That really made me laugh. I was like, oh, Atif. That really made me laugh. But you know, hey, Leatherclass London as well. The thing is, though, Mark, we all say lots of things. It's always about making it happen, right? It's always about making it happen. I have got, like, some really good friends I haven't seen in 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, right? And they're in the same country as me. Just timing and things get in the way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, WP22s. Talk about the worst typo ever, that was, right? Talk about the worst typo ever. WP22s. But yeah, that's the great. And that's why, you know, whenever people say, oh, we spend all our time in smartphones, I get what they mean, but then I feel like without technology, without what we now have available to us, we wouldn't be here now. Learning, sharing, encouraging, advising. Talking, listening, you know, if we weren't, you know, doing all that. Exactly, yeah. And you know, if we meet, we meet, and if we don't meet, or some people can't meet, or whatever, it doesn't matter, because we can still all network and get together. And like I said, maybe tomorrow, I'll put a Google Meet link up here. And the reason why I'm saying a Google Meet link, it might be like, you know, because it's easier. It's easier, I find, when you use other bits of software and kit, like EVMux. I found with EVMux, sometimes when we invited people, their camera was on, but it didn't show it. So we got like a black screen. And it was like, this isn't great. But maybe one day, or maybe tomorrow, I'll put a Google Meet link in. Of course, I'll be in control of it, so I might boot you out or whatever. But if you want to put your camera on, put your camera on. Ideally, you know, if you want to just talk, you know, that could be good. But yeah, I'm sure we can sort something out. Hey, I've just read what Pixar says. Yes, they were wearing none of them. By the way, Jimmy, can't thank him enough for this, very, very kindly sent a box full of goodies yesterday from WordCamp. I was shocked and surprised by how much nice stuff he put in there. And I did a video when I first opened the box and take things out. And it's a proper, honest video. I didn't know what was in there. And I need to edit that. And I will release that some point today. I'm not going to wait till midnight. Because I know Artif is like, oh, do I have to stay up till midnight? No. But I am going to release it. I am going to release it. that. We have been live for 1 hour 39 minutes. Please click like if you've not clicked like. It helps the YouTube. Oh yeah, it will do. It'll be on our channel, the reveal, okay, and all of that. Please do click like if you haven't already. I am going to cut the live now in about 1 minute. Just so I can focus on... Basically, we got a new contest website we're building for a client. Mark is just finalising some details he's going to send over to me. So we're going to make a start on that. I've got to edit a video. I've got to do a video on Elementor Cloud, which I'll probably record tomorrow. And I've got to do a video on QI add-ons Pro as well. In fact, there's 3 videos I need to do for that. We're not being paid to do the QI add-ons. Let me make that clear. It is an honest review video, right? And if I find anything I don't like, I will say it, all right? But I will hopefully see you all tomorrow, okay? Cheers, Artie. Don't stay up at midnight, right? Get some sleep. Take care, Richard. Take care, everyone on here. I'll see you all soon, all right? And you know what? Thank you for the time you all bring and coming back. I always love it. And I'm pretty damn sure tomorrow I will be doing, I'll put a Google Meet link up, all right? So this is your advance warning. Go and have a shower, comb your hair. Like, look, I haven't even combed my hair today. Look at me. Look at me. I've not even combed my hair. No, look at this. What if I do this style? Right? This is awful, right? I haven't even combed my hair today. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye. £15 per video. £15 per video. I'm still disgusted that that's all they were like, yeah, £15. I was like, you what? All right, take care, everyone. Hair, what hair? Look at this. Oh dear, right. See you all later. Bye.